right, welcome to Sports Talk on the Tuesday night edition. We are live on the WJRG television network. And this show being produced by Big Don from Big Don Productions sitting right next to me. So what's up, Don?
Everything's good.
Everything is good. I got the legend to my far right, Bruce Austin. What's up, man?
Everything's beautiful, brother.
I know you had a good time with your family as well.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Glad they got home safe.
All right. Away in Jacksonville, Florida, my only brother, Henry Green. What's up, bro?
Good. How you doing, bro? How's everybody this evening?
All right.
Great.
In Maryland, Frederick, Maryland, my brother-in-law, Larry Pearson. What's up, Larry?
Yeah, just waiting to go back to Super Bowl.
We got one of the greatest pastors in the world, Pastor Walter T. Basilea, celebrating 10 years anniversary. What's up, Pastor?
God bless. How's everyone this evening?
All right. Sports legend, Anthony McLean. What's up, my brother? God bless.
Doing good.
All right. Every moment move, Kendall Tyson. What's up?
What's happening?
All right.
Yes, sir.
And one of the greatest bishops is going to be in town this Friday. Going to be preaching over at Basilea this Sunday. Bishop Ernest E. Richard Jr. from the Power to Stand Outreach Ministries in Upper Marlboro. What's up, Bishop?
Blessings to you. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Looking forward to a great show. Larry, you know we're waiting a while because you ain't going to the Super Bowl this year.
I'll be here.
Well, Pastor, it's your anniversary. I think it's the last week coming up. Let's talk about that a little bit.
Oh, yes, it is. We're Basilea Outreach Ministry, Inc. We're celebrating 10 years anniversary, church anniversary. It's been an amazing 10 years, and God's doing great things for us. So we invite you to come out to be a part of this great fellowship. We had a great word on last week coming from Apostle J. Kelly Edge, and this week we will close it out with our very own Bishop Ernest E. Richard from Power to Stand Outreach Ministry. So come out and be blessed of the Lord.
All right. Now, once again, give the address again, Pastor.
60 Connolly Parkway, Building 5B in Hamden, Connecticut.
Starting at 9:30 Sunday morning, right?
9:30 Sunday morning, yes.
All right. We're going to get started. I know it's football season coming up, and my football guys are ready to go. So, Larry, start us off with your football topic.
Okay. One of the things I want to start off first with all the people that didn't get signed yet. We'll start off with Hendricks from Cincinnati. He means a lot to that defense. Everything is good. The year of the contract is good. The amount of money is good, but guaranteed money. He said he want more guaranteed money, and they're not willing to come off of that. So they're thinking about trading him. I think that's a really bad move, but they say they cannot give the guaranteed money at this time.
So will somebody else guarantee him the money when he get, sure, where we go?
Absolutely.
All right, talk about it.
They trying to trade him.
All right, Larry, who you want to talk on that subject? Anybody? Pick the ball or Henry or somebody. What you guys think? Your thoughts?
Okay. Henry, go ahead.
Go ahead, Henry.
Well, as he's a great player, I don't know how much of the money is they can't guarantee. They say they can't guarantee nothing. So it seemed like to me, I would say to them, okay, if you can't guarantee my money, just guarantee my whole contract. Spread it out. Some kind of way they should be able to work that out. If without losing him, if they don't have the money to pay him, they can spread his contract out. They wanted to make it a 20-year contract. Spread it out. Pay him. That's just my take. They don't have to let him walk.
Go ahead, Anthony. Your opinion.
Well, if it's August, it means that somebody's holding out for the Bengals. This must be that time of the. Always is that time of the year during training camp. And the thing about it is, one of their other draft picks, another good defensive player who could come in, Hubbard, is also holding out. They're not willing to pay him, and the Bengals, to be nice, the Bengals are one of the cheapest organizations, if not in the NFL, all professional sports. And they're going to, they're going to take another step backwards if they allow this guy to walk. And if I know they played the Commanders last night. If I'm the Commanders, I'm getting on the phone with Mike Brown and says, what do you want for him?
Yeah,
All
but
right,
just like you said, Anthony, if it's
Okay, right.
August, someone's holding out in the Bengals. I mean, I think their August, like their September record is always like 1-9. They're always coming back. There's never a hot start in Cincinnati. And you would wonder if they would just, get it together in training camp. They may be a force to be reckoned with. We see what they do. We see what the quarterback's done with no team at all. He had an all-star year last year, and he did all right. So if it's August, someone with the Bengals is holding out, like you said.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Bishop, then we go past the wall.
Well, I'm not going to add too much more to it, except that it's the business as usual approach for Cincinnati. And Ken, I didn't pay attention to that until you just said it, and you're absolutely right. I mean, they've had when did camp officially came together? Late July, and they've had they've had that time to get these contracts under. That's a distraction to anybody's team. So, I hope it works out for them, because if they lose this guy, from what I'm hearing and what I've come to learn about him, Cincinnati's going to be in fourth place as usual.
Go ahead, past the wall.
Well, yeah, Cincinnati, whether they have a holdout or not, is the fact is what Kendall said is they're probably one of the cheapest organizations, probably the cheapest in the National Football League, but might be in all the sports. They're like the Oakland A's of the NFL. They're not going to pay. They rather pay their offensive guys. They just signed both of their wide
Chase.
receivers. We didn't think they were going. Yeah, but we didn't think they were going to sign one of them. We knew one would get them, but they signed both of them, so they don't got the money for Henderson. And they're probably saying, we stunk last year on defense with them. We're probably going to stink this year with them. So why pay him all that money? We just throw the ball and try to outscore everybody, because he was there last year, had a great year, and they stunk on defense. He even got rid of Lamaruna, their defensive coordinator, with he has high reviews, and they stunk with him. So they probably figured they could stink without him without paying all that money. His contract's not up until March, so he's still under contract. But he wants more money and more extension because he's worth it. And what's going to happen is one of these good teams like Philadelphia or, one of these great teams are going to give him his money and, make a run to the Super Bowl. That's what's going to happen.
Go ahead, Bruce.
Yeah, I think that would be a sucker deal on Hendricks' part to take that, because if none of the money is guaranteed, they can play him for a year and say, look, like you just said, well, we didn't do nothing with you, so we're gonna get rid of you and trade you and maybe get draft picks or whatever. But see, that's bad on Hendricks' part, because he don't have no kind of leverage. But the bad part is that the defense is Cincinnati's weak link.
Yeah.
And it don't matter how much they paid the offense. I don't think they made the playoff the last 2-3 years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And it's all been because of the defense. So I don't even understand why they would pay the receivers and knowing they're not going nowhere, without no defense. You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying on that, John.
Well, from a business standpoint, everybody like to see offense. So,
Yeah, but you're gonna lose every game.
but they're still gonna make money, because people still gonna come see the offense. The offense is great, put on a great show. People will still pay to see them.
Yeah, I agree.
So from a business standpoint, that's probably what they're looking at. Like you said, if the defense about the last 3 years, we ain't gonna make that much of a difference. Just get our offense looking good.
Makes sense.
All right, go ahead, Larry. What other topic you got on football, bro?
Okay, Scary Terry. It's the same thing, but with Scary Terry, he wants over $30 million, and they saying he's not worth it. But without Scary Terry, they go from being a Super Bowl contender to not making the playoffs without Scary Terry. So I think that's a huge mistake. He has been there and got over 1,000 yards over the past 5 seasons. And for them not to pay him, I think is totally ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I agree. He's earned his money. He was there when they stunk. He went through after quarterback, offensive coordinator after coordinator, new coach after new coach. And he's always been consistent. He's one of the best wide receivers, in the league. And that's definitely a bad mistake if they don't pay him because they got Debo Sanders. They got the other wide receiver, McCaffrey,
Yeah.
So with them, I mean, he's got to be double teamed. So he's going to make the other ones better. Without him, they can single coverage them because they're not that good. Debo, great after the catch, but he doesn't run perfect routes. And, so they need him to continue to grow and move up the chart as far as being the contender for Super Bowl. They definitely need him.
All right, go ahead, Bishop.
Well, I mean, again, we're echoing the same thing. Scary Terry did what he did, and he was one of the main reasons that connection between him and Daniels that Washington got and did very well. I mean, it got to the second round at least. What we're looking at now is they're one of them middle of the road teams. They might make it, they might not make it if they don't have Scary Terry. And if they don't take them, I wish we could take you to Minnesota, Scary Terry, but we ain't got enough space. So I'm gonna leave that one.
You ain't got no space.
We ain't got enough space. We already at the top of our cap. So yeah, let's see what happens.
Go ahead, Anthony. Give me your opinion.
Yeah. I mean, you're asking Daniels to possibly being set back because of this. Coming off of that, one of the greatest rookie years of all time, and now you take away one of his weapons, and getting Debo is nice, but having both of them would to me make them contenders, possibly even maybe pushing the Eagles to win the division. Now it's this is gonna set them back, and again they're already struggling. Because their defense, even though they got to the NFC title game, that defense is still a little shaky.
Mm-hmm.
All right, go ahead, Henry.
Yeah, Washington they made great strides last year, so I would hate to see them take a step back, but we'll see what comes up. But I think before the season starts, I think they'll wind up playing them. That's my take.
All right, go ahead, Kendall.
Yeah, but you got arguably one of the best quarterback prospects in the history of the NFL. This guy is pretty good, and he had a good hookup over there. When Joe Montana got started, he had Dwight Clark, he had Jerry Rice. I mean, you didn't break the situation up. I mean, Dan Marino had Mark Clayton and Mark Duper. They had pretty good timing. If you watched the games last year, that was a serious combination. Now having Debo for the underneath, why wouldn't you just go with that? That's like one of those no-brainer situations. He's new to the NFL. It's his second year. Give him his weapon. It's almost like, hey, you know what we're going to do with you? We're going to tell you that you're going to have to play quarterback with one hand in your pocket. We're taking away something from you, That's what it looks like to me.
What did I miss? Anybody? Did I miss any of you guys out there? If I go to Bruce. Go ahead, Bruce.
Yes, it's kind of strange to me because coming up this season, that they did with this number one receiver. It's strange that they would break that momentum his second year and not get his main target, that money.
Right,
You know what I mean? It's that strange that they would tear up that momentum like that.
Yeah.
Especially for a rookie to have his number one receiver to go through this, man, it's bad. It's bad. That could mess up the whole team.
Amen.
This is the best they've been since they've been the Washington Commanders.
Right.
Yes.
They don't mess with chemistry. So I don't know. Again, it must just be a money thing. I mean, what else can you say? I mean, we know that last year, as far as we was concerned, that was probably the top combination chemistry in the league. The way he was throwing to that boy, the way he was catching him. So I don't know. Again, money must hold you back because without him, you can't just expect your quarterback to get used to throwing to everybody. And once you got that one man and y'all got that straight chemistry, you got to hold on to that for a little while.
Are they putting that much faith in Debo Sanders?
No, you know what it is. It's not them. what it is, like you were saying with Trey Henderson, but in this case, um, Terry, the wide receiver, got leverage because he know they don't got nobody else. He know so his contract ain't up. He's like, pay me. You know, you need me. That's so he got leverage. He's executing his leverage. That's what it is. And just like we're all saying, they need him. So if we know it, we all the way in wherever we at, but we ain't in the NFL and we know they need him. It's just like last year. We knew that without CeeDee Lamb, Dak was nothing, and they need it. So it's the same thing. They know that chemistry and him being a rookie and how well he played last year. So all he's doing is executing his leverage. And that's what you got to do in the NFL because you're on a 1-year contract. I don't care if they say 10 years, you 1 year to year. And just like somebody said, next year they can say, well, you didn't do nothing for me now. Last year, we're going to cut you. And you don't got no money. You just take your guarantee money you got up front and find you another team. We'll trade you wherever you want to go. So these guys get those going way back. Even I remember me and the Rams fan when Eric Dickerson did that. I mean, you see, like every other year he was holding out, But they got it. They have a great year. They said, okay, pay me because next year I might be, Ezekiel Elliott.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but Eric Dickerson, that was the worst move he ever made in his life.
Yeah, but he got his money. Yeah, I know.
And he went to the Colts. He was never the same.
No, he went to the Colts. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the worst move anybody could have made. They had everything built around them.
Yeah, but they had no quarterback. I mean, he was a situation, it was Eric left, Eric right.
Yeah.
But that's why he's so good though, man. I still got my poster. Eric the Great.
Yeah, he was there and running straight up to him.
Yeah, man, straight up. But he's so fast.
Yes, some of those, Larry, football, the Bob gonna be calling.
Yes. I want to go against Travis Hunter. Now, he being the second pick in the draft, he's the face of Jacksonville, okay? And a lot of his endorsement deals are getting cut off because of all the scandals that are going on around him, okay? When you draft a player, you don't only draft them for their ability, you will draft them for the type of person they are. And with him marrying this girl and all this other stuff, there's so much stuff coming out now that he has mispractices. They say some days he's not focused. Being the face of a franchise, you cannot let all that come in at this time because you're the face of a franchise. They invested in you very highly, and bringing all that to the team is you distracted from the team and your ability.
What you think, Bishop?
Well, I mean, think about this. I mean, you're coming into the NFL and marriage is honorable. I applaud him for wanting to be married. And I'm not sure why he decided to get married, but come on, Travis, you could have waited just a little bit, man. How you going to be distracted and you haven't played one official down of professional football? Man, oh man, oh man. What do we do with a guy like that? I mean, hey, at the end of the day, I hope it works out for him because I'm not going to say it's her fault, his bride's fault, but funny how she comes in and a tornado follows her. That's all I'm going to say.
Go ahead, Pastor. You want to comment on that?
Nah, I'll pass.
You want to pass?
Yeah. I'll pass. Go ahead, Ant. You're the expert.
Well, and the thing about it is, I don't know if you guys know the backstory with the woman that he is going to be getting divorced from. It looks like, he was literally everyone in his corner was screaming prenup, and he said, hey, he loves her and all this stuff, but. Again, if you go by social media, there were a lot of red flags. I mean, he gave her like this big old car for the wedding, and there were instances, when leading up to him getting the Heisman and a few other things where he sort of played him in public, but he was in love, and unfortunately now he's going to be in court because she's suing him for. I think for like half of his contract, like 40
million.
Yeah,
40 million.
40 million.
Have they even been married more than 2 months?
Maybe not even quite.
Man.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
look, we could
Let me ask,
we,
let
we,
me
we
ask you
could do
guys something.
we could do 2 hours on the divorce courts in Florida, but it's an unfortunate thing, and you can tell it's affecting him, and at the worst time, because this is your rookie year in the NFL. You want to be as focused as possible, but now he's got to deal with this off the field, and it's definitely hurting him on the field as well. You know, at this point, I know it ain't much of a sport. I know it's not much of a sports answer, but all we can do now is pray for him.
That's
Oh,
it.
absolutely.
Let me
That's
let me
it.
let me ask y'all something. Have any one of y'all ever heard any of this on any of the talk Stephen A. or any of them shows?
I heard it
Because
on Stephen A.
I heard a lot of it. This was been going on. Listen, she on her ring finger, she has a dollar sign. She's
yeah,
openly said in Colorado, if he wasn't Travis Hunter, she would not have dated him.
yeah,
She
but
didn't
that's
even stand up when he got the Heisman Trophy.
most of the
She would
now.
not get a prenup. She figured now that he got drafted, you got to marry her. And then, of course, I mean, this is all like something that she hasn't even been hiding the fact that she's going to do this.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, I see a lot of stories out there, all different stories, but have any of it been substantiated? I hear a lot
Well,
of, you know
right.
what I mean? And another point, 9 out of 10 of them guys in the NBA wouldn't be getting them girls if they didn't have that money. So why is everybody putting all this on this young man? All them
Because
girls
this
getting the
young lady,
whole thing.
at least the ones
I
in
mean,
the NBA, are not openly saying they're in it for the money. They love them. They'll say that.
oh,
This
they
woman,
they saying it and showing it too.
she
You know what
said,
I
she
mean?
just said,
They showing it.
Let, let
They
me
showing
let
it.
me say this right quick. If I was our Jacksonville owner, I'll pull that young man in. I would probably try to stick with him because he got a great future. I
He
would probably
does.
help
He
him out of
really
this
does.
because he's just a young boy that was inexperienced. That we all know everybody plays the fool sometimes.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
I would call him in and sit him down. And some, nobody probably mentored this boy. Sure, everybody was saying don't do it.
Yeah, you know
But
Dion mentioned that boy. You know that. Y'all know good and
look,
well
if
that
he,
time, much as he said Dion was like a father.
well,
And
I
plus,
mean,
it's another story out there that said that the reason he didn't get a prenup because everything was in it. They put everything in his mother's name. You know what I mean? So it's all kind of stories out there. So it seems like now it's all what whoever want to believe what. You know what I mean?
well,
Especially on the internet.
Henry,
I've seen a million different stories.
Henry, you want to say something, Henry?
Yeah, well, down here in Jacksonville, as far as the local news as they cover the Jaguars, they're not really saying much as far as like on his personal life. The reason why they say he didn't play the last game because they supposedly have an upper body injury, so
Yep.
he may be ready to play the next game. They're not really sure, but but as far as because they're always they always got all kinds of Jacksonville because since they're the local team down here, they're always covered. The local news down here isn't covering that part but it is all over the internet.
Right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm reading it right now, and it says there's nothing to substantiate it. It says Snoop's found it, nothing, no file, divorce, or anything
Right.
pending divorce.
So to say
Right.
if it's
Okay.
really true,
That's why I said
I
too
don't
much
know.
stuff on that
But
internet to keep carrying that stuff. A lot of it's not true. If you don't hear it on the major channels, especially what Henry just said, if that's their local team and you don't hear nothing, how could it be more on the internet than what's in the major cities where he playing at?
Right.
See, that's why I said that stuff don't make sense to me. Everybody got a story about him and his
True.
girl.
We have said this time and time. We've said this time and time again. The media has a way of taking a rumor and trying to make it sound like it's absolute truth. They're making this young lady sound like a gold digger. Actually, I'm just going to go ahead and say it, since nobody else will. I'm going to address the
She
elephant.
is.
Well, whether she is or isn't is left to be seen. If this thing ever plays out to what it possibly could be. And again, I agree with you, Anthony. My hope and prayer is that things will work out for him. so that he can move forward, because this young lady is now, in my opinion, a distraction to him. But it's his fault.
Well, we all know that the truth will come out
Right.
eventually.
Right.
It
But
will.
Bob McCormick is on the line right now, so let's go, Bob. We got you.
7:30 already. No.
Tonight.
Good.
I hope pretty good. All right, you guys can hear me well?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Boys from Connecticut tonight. Fairfield National Little League is one step closer to the U.S. Championship game in Williamsport, PA. Last night, Fairfield trounced South Dakota 13-1 for its third straight win. Tomorrow afternoon, Connecticut plays Nevada. If Fairfield wins, they will advance to the U.S. Championship game on Saturday. Now on to the pros. Vlad Guerrero Jr. tweaks his hammy, doing a split of his 11 MRI. Red Sox pitcher Cutter Crawford suffers an off-field ending injury to his wrist from doing work around the house. The Mariners' Cal Raleigh has 47 home runs. He leads the league. Otani and Schwarber now at 43. Aaron Judge with 39 and Juan Soto with 30. Toronto has a 5 for both the Yankees and Red Sox in the AL East. Those two teams have a big weekend series in New York starting Thursday night. The Mets are 5.5 behind the first place Phillies in the NL East. On to the NFL last night. I don't know if you guys saw the game. It was kind of a blowout to me. The Bengals that was over the weekend. The Patriots beat the Vikings this Thursday. Patriots, Giants, and on Friday, it's the Eagles, Jets. Quarterback Xavier Howard signs with the Colts, and Daniel Jones will start for Indy in Week 1 over Anthony Richardson. The Vikings receiver Justin Jefferson is back after a hamstring strain with the team. Browns quarterback Joe Flacco, he's going to be the Week 1 starter because the team's other QB, Shadir Sanders, has an oblique strain. He may be able to play in the preseason finale. However, right now he's day-to-day. The Jaguars acquired defensive tackle Kalen Saunders from the Saints for the center Luke Fortner. An appeals court has agreed that the NFL can be put on trial over claims that African-American coaches face discrimination. Brian Flores sued the league, claiming they were racist in its hiring and promotion of black coaches. The Packers running back Marshawn Lloyd injured his hamstring. Texans trade John Mechie to the Eagles for Harrison Bryant. Onto the WNBA. There's 5 games tonight on tap, including the Sun and Mystics. The Fever hope Caitlin Clark returns before the end of the season. She's had that groin injury problem. Onto the NBA. The Celtics finalized their sale. Bill Chisholm is the new owner of the team. He also signed Ron Harper Jr. Boston. Scotty Scheffler wins the BMW Golf Championship. Carlos Alcaraz and Inga Swiatek win the Cincinnati Tennis Open. Happy belated birthday, not to mention this last week, the former Wilberforce basketball coach. He's 96. And I got one last word, getting just this in now. John Wall is retiring after 11 seasons in the NBA, and Pat Riley's statue will be unveiled outside Crypto.com Arena in February. And that's all the sports I got for you tonight, Gary.
All right, Bob. Thank you for your sports report, man, and keep up the great work, man. It's Bob McCormick on Sports Talk today. So let's move on. Now you got some more topics on football.
Yes. Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
The other night, he was 5 of 6 doing one drive for 109 yards. He looked really crisp, and he looked pretty good. On the next drive, he didn't look as good, but he's improving, and I think Chicago might at least win 8 games.
8.
8.
From what I'm hearing, they're kind of putting Chicago on the edge to possibly make the playoffs based on the rest of that NFC, the NFC, generally speaking. So this for the NFC North, it doesn't mean much because we had 2 teams in there last year, and both of them got their hearts tore out. You could have 4 teams from the NFC North in the playoffs, possible.
Detroit in that division?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Detroit, Minnesota, Green Bay,
Vikings.
Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Green Bay too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Man, that's gonna be interesting.
Chicago
Yeah.
looks good, man. The coordinator they got from the Lions. You know, he has a great offense. It's not that Eberflus that was there last year didn't know what the heck he was doing.
Yeah.
But you can see, and they got some new weapons. They got the rookie they drafted is good. Yeah, it's gonna be good. He put him in. The thing is, when you got a good offensive coach that's a great offensive play caller, you put the quarterback in the right position. And Caleb looked really concisive. You know, he wasn't looking. He wasn't doing a lot of uh, ad
Roll.
libbing. You know, he knew where he was going. He threw the ball and got out the way. He wasn't looking around trying to run. So he put him in a good position, and he looked good for his first preseason game. They look really good.
Yes.
At one point last year, they were the only division where everybody had a winning record, and
Yeah.
then Chicago just petered out near the end. And what's interesting, this is one of the former
Yeah.
Lion offensive coordinators here. So let's put it this way. I don't know if you'll get all 4 teams in. Probably not. It's going to take a lot for that to happen. But Chicago may be maybe like say another year, maybe a year or so away from really contending. They're going to be you get the feeling they're going to be spoilers during the season this year.
Definitely. They
Go ahead.
got,
You want to say
no,
something?
they got Minnesota at week 11, Green Bay at week 13 or 14, and then they got the Lions at the end. So if we have one of them well, it wasn't a close call last year. Detroit just destroyed Minnesota. But if you get one of those situations, Chicago's one of those teams that can possibly upset you at the right time. You can, like Minnesota, go from a 1 seed to a 4 seed or to a 5 seed.
You know, Minnesota's case is that they have the possibility of having a quarterback that may be better than Sam Darnold. We're not sure about that. It's just, his first year playing after sitting a whole year.
But
Well, the last time a quarterback sat for a year, that was Pat Mahomes sitting after Alex Smith. So J.J. McCarthy is, coming off a winning, tradition, sat, observed. I don't know. Sam Darnold, until his last 2 games of the season, looked pretty good.
But
And
now
in saying that division is called the Black and Blue Division.
For a reason.
And in that division, the only 2 teams that have not won a Super Bowl are Detroit and Minnesota.
And
those are the only 2 teams that I'm going to pick. They're going to come out of that division.
I'm going to say this to you, too. You got J.J. McCarthy up there. Max Brosmer, who is the second string quarterback, has played phenomenal. So J.J.'s job is not exactly secured yet. So if this kid keep doing what he's doing, we may not see J.J. as a starter.
Go ahead. You want to say something?
No. I'll just say this. In that division, what Kendall just said, as far as Detroit and Minnesota, them 2 definitely going to win the division. It's going to be really tough, in the NFC because you still got the NFC East. You're going to at least have 2 teams out of there. At least definitely Philly. Washington depends on what happens with the Cowboys. And I don't know how good you guys up in the East, are the Giants looking any better than so far?
Yeah, you don't think so? Yeah, I think their rookie quarterback is good, man.
Yeah,
Dart is good, man. Dart looks good. And they got the wide receivers, and their defense is going to be like the defense that went to the Super Bowl. And they got pass rushers coming off the bench. They got Thibodeau, and they got the boy they just got out of Penn State. Abdul Carter. Man, they got some players. They got Sexy Dexy in the middle.
Lawrence, don't they?
I just said Sexy Dexy in the middle. They look good, man. And they finally got some quarterback because the kid Jackson Dart looks good. And you know what's good about it, Bruce? They like playing with him. You see if they got that enthusiasm when he comes in the game, everybody's happy, slapping 5. So that's camaraderie goes a long way. They look good, man.
Yes.
Yeah, they was talking about Dot like he looked like trash in practice. And I saw the same thing you saw, Ward. I thought he looked really good, man.
He looked good.
Nice.
He looked good.
He looked
Even look
nice
at that. Even Larry said he looked good, so you know he looked good, right?
He look good. He ain't no Pat Mahomes, but he look good.
No, he ain't Pat
Yeah.
Mahomes. No one is, but yeah, he looked good, man.
And
But
see, I
y'all know
don't
what
want to
the
throw this
sucker
out
is?
there because I know the coach of the Jets is just getting started. That game against the Jets, man, he looked like a superstar. So yeah, I'll go with you on that one.
Did
Hey,
y'all
what year
see?
is it that Lawrence Taylor broke Joe Theismann's leg? Was it
Ooh.
86?
Woo!
Yeah, somewhere
Jeez.
86, 87.
Yeah, 80, 82, 83, something like that, I think.
No, like 86. My son was born because that was the
Mhm.
first game that he had seen. He was born in 1984.
Remember what
And
year?
ever since that one play, he even played linebacker in high school. He kept number 56 forever. And I was over his house on Sunday, and he had this look in his eye, and he said, "Jackson Dart looks good." He said, "It's about time the Giants are going to have a good team." So I haven't really paid attention to him. I just think Philadelphia is coming up out of that division.
Oh yeah.
I believe that the league. The NFL is a bunch of have and have nots. For years it was the Patriots. Now it's the Kansas City. I think that it's a toss up. I just think that it's in the NFC, it's Philadelphia, maybe Detroit. And then I think that in the AFC, it's Baltimore and Kansas City. And I don't see anybody else challenging them. But he says the Giants will be there. So I just thought I'd mention it.
I
Did,
think
did,
they're gonna be a spoiler this year.
the
Giants are
first
gonna,
of
Yeah.
all,
they're gonna
Yeah.
win some games they wouldn't have otherwise won, especially in their division because you know how close they are. They
Yep.
might end up knocking the Eagles
Exactly.
off one of their games or something
Yeah.
like that. They're gonna be that kind of team. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
but did y'all see that Daniel Jones stole the starting quarterback
Yep.
job?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
Yes.
think
Yeah.
Anthony Richards' career is in jeopardy. I
Yep.
mean, because he couldn't start last year. Now you got Daniel Jones that nobody wanted, and
But
now he come in and he the starter. Yeah, I think he's in trouble.
Well,
Richardson
you know what,
might have
him,
for
have
another
you watched
season.
him? He's athletic. And I think
Yeah, we
that's
know
what
that.
they picked.
Yeah.
And what he does is that he doesn't know how to slide or he gets hurt. When a play breaks up, he panics and he's ready to be like a running back.
Exactly.
He's not
But
heads
Kendall,
up quarterback looking
he
to the
actually had a
sideline to
good
throw the
game.
pass.
His
He's going.
his
He's
last
going to.
preseason game was actually it was okay. You
yeah,
know, coming back, he missed no practice after dislocating his finger. He missed no reps, and they still went with Daniel Jones. They
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
announced him starter already. So
Wow.
I think his career is in jeopardy right now.
yeah,
All right,
but
First
you
round
guys,
draft
before
choice
we move
too.
on, Larry, we'll pick up the sports in a minute. I just want to play this advertisement, but this is Sports Talk on the WJRG television network. This is Sports Talk. No, I don't want this here. Here we go.
Big Don Productions and Kingdom Media International proudly presents the Jerry Green's Gospel Music Showcase, Saturday, October 4th, 2025 at the Music Back Then Performance Studio. Doors open at 5:30 p.m., starts at 6 p.m. The location is 221 Bull Hill Lane, West Haven, Connecticut. Featured artists include God's Favor, Chosen by God, Rose Cow, Calvin Cooper, Yvette Early, Dre, The Voice, Charlotte Williams, and featured artists Kevin Monroe and Devotions. Also that evening honoring Bishop Ernest Richard Jr., radio legend of Power to Stand Outreach Ministry. Our doors open at 5:30 p.m. Starts at 6 p.m. $20 at the door. Cash App address $84 Plymouth. That's Cash App address $84 Plymouth. Also sponsored by WJRG, Connecticut's #1 24-hour gospel internet radio station, and Big Don for Big Don Productions. More information, call 203-875-0520. That's 203-875-0520. Come on, come on, and we will see you there.
All right. You got tickets available. Anybody wants to buy tickets? You can cash app $84, or you can see me or Big Don. Your tickets are $20, and all the proceeds is going to KMI. So we just signed another 2-year deal for our television network. So we're looking forward for more promotion and things like that. So we appreciate the support on October the 4th. Amen. All right, Larry, you got another football topic or what?
The last one is for Dallas. Dallas is not going to sign Parsons before the season starts.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
They're gonna drag this thing off, and he's gonna be bold about it, and he's gonna say, if you want to get traded, stick a trade. Jimmy Jones he's that crazy. He's gonna do it this year. He's not gonna sign him before the season starts. They're not even close.
Wow. Right, Bruce, your team.
Yeah, but see, one thing about Jerry, you never know what he's gonna do.
Say Jerry
You know what
Jones.
I mean? If he was new to doing something like this, I would be a little skeptical about what's gonna happen down the road. But this is what he do. You know what I mean? He might be signing them right now, as far as we know. Jerry Jones, that's that type of guy. He don't care. He already told y'all on live TV, he gonna do what he want to do. He don't care what the other. You know what I mean? He said he signed the check. He gonna do it the way he wanna. But he will not be trading them. That's what he said.
That's what he said.
Hey, Bruce, you remember my boy Sly and the Family Stone? Wishful thinking. That's about what that is if he's signing him right now. Jerry Jones gonna wait till the last second. He's gonna wait till 11:59 before he decides to sign
But
first.
it's a good thing or a bad thing, though. That's
It's never a good thing. It's never a good thing because the fellows need him out there with them.
Right.
You know, basically now he's there, but he's only there to eliminate the fines. He's not participating in none of the workouts.
Jerry don't give him his money then.
Yeah, but Jerry do this. He did it to Emmett. I mean,
yeah, but he should have learned a lesson from Emmett, though.
Yeah, but he didn't learn his lesson from CD and none of them.
Well, I talk about Emmett, but especially Emmett.
Yeah, but I'm saying all of them guys. Yeah. If it was just one, you said, well, he learned. But this is a pattern for him.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? It's a bad pattern, right?
Right.
And it usually costs for more money.
It's going to cost them games. They're not going to have their number one disruptor on the field. We have learned that although they're not signing these offensive players, we have a lot of instances in which defenses win championships. 1986 Giants. What about the Philadelphia Eagles? Doomsday defense. When you think about Dallas, didn't that guy Dwight? Didn't the offensive lineman or defensive lineman get the MVP when the Dallas Super Bowl wins?
Yep, you left out the
Super Bowl 12.
I mean, you go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the Ravens. I mean, there's just so many instances in which defense is actually winning championships. The NFL is a physical sport.
Yep.
It's not a finesse sport. So in that case, more than likely, defense, which is contact, is probably going to be prevalent. The steel curtain. I mean, just go down the line. These defenses has won. This guy, I have watched this guy, and I consider him probably, I'm not sure. I mean, guys, correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm not a Dallas fan. Is he about the best linebacker out there? I mean, you got Myles Garrett. You got some out there. But he's in the top 3. He's up there.
But he's a hybrid. You can play him anywhere. You know, that's the thing about Michael Parker. Myles Garrett is a beast, but he's the defensive end. But I mean, he's just like Hercules playing football. But Michael Parson, you know, he's just one of those guys that you can line up anywhere. And that's the thing we talk about the Giants. They got 2 of them. They got Thibodeau and they got Abdul Carter. They're just like, well, Abdul Carter came from the same place as Michael Parson. They played the same position, did the same thing, and they got the same, kind of pedigree. But the thing about this, Bruce, like Bruce said, this shouldn't surprise us. Jerry's going to do just what he did to CeeDee Lamb. You know, he's going to be in the 9th hour, 12th hour, getting off the bus for game 1. It like the Kansas City did with, Chris Jones. Game 1, remember? But they lost. Chris Jones was sitting in the stands. They saw how bad their defense looked, Larry, and they signed him next game. So he's going to do the same thing. It's just his MO. Like Bruce said, this is what he do. I'm not surprised. But what we should be surprised at is Kansas City's defense. Larry ain't bring that topic up yet. What about that defense, Larry? Let's talk about that.
That defense going to be stellar.
Yeah, they real stout. I think Seattle had almost 200 yards at halftime. Or was the first quarter?
Preseason's over. Well, you don't count preseason.
Hey, watch.
Is that what it is, Larry?
Game, you said the defense is stellar. Swiss cheese could be stellar. It's not molded.
What's up, man?
I won the Super Bowl. What you get last year?
Yeah, I'm on the Zoom thing, bro.
Hey,
What you
I
get
went
last
home
year?
early last year.
You get close.
What's up, man?
What do you say? What do you say, Larry? You ain't got
Yeah,
to
I'm
take.
on a Zoom call.
I go to Super Bowl every year. Every year.
All
Yeah,
right.
no, you ain't going this year, bro.
Yeah,
Okay.
I was kind of let
Yeah,
him know that.
yeah,
Number
right here.
and Cincinnati's gonna make sure of that. Anyway, let's move on.
All right, good. Any other football topics, Larry?
Nah, go ahead.
I know got something up there for you. I know you guys are
Yeah.
That's Floyd General. Eddie, I'll start with you, Henry.
Why they got Sue Bird in there?
Oh,
Henry.
Yeah,
it's
I'm
Magic.
Who are you going first? I already know who my top
Magic
three are
and then
Jerry
already.
taking Isaiah.
Now I got my top three picked already.
Who you got, Bishop?
Top one.
I
Top
got
one.
number 1, Magic Johnson. Number 2, Isaiah Thomas. And number 3, John Stockton, followed by Jason Kidd.
All right. Who you got, Henry?
I got Magic Johnson, LeBron James, and Rondo.
Rondo? All right.
A floor general?
Yeah,
Floor
Rondo's
general?
a great point
A
guard.
floor general?
As far as
LeBron ain't no floor
team,
general.
Rondo's good.
Be LeBron ain't no floor general.
Sure he is.
Stop hating on
That's
LeBron.
crazy.
Sure he's floor general.
He played the role plenty of time. Put it that way.
Who you
Yeah.
got, Anthony? Who you got, Anthony?
Magic, Oscar, and Isaiah.
Oscar not in there.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
yes,
I see him. He's right there at the bottom.
And right bottom left.
Left corner.
I'm sorry. Who you got, Kendall?
I've got Magic, of course. I've got I'm going with LeBron James as the floor general, and because he plays the point forward, I got to bring the ball up a lot, and I have to have Isaiah Thomas, who literally has knocked off the best players. If you look at Isaiah Thomas versus the Magic Johnsons, all of them, he's knocked them off. He's got to be considered that 2 championships in a row. He's got to be in there.
All right. What did I do, Pastor Walt?
I'm going with Magic, point guard, which is CP3, and I'm going with I gotta go with Isaiah too. But he's not a floor general really, but I'm going with Isaiah because of what Kendall said. He beat everybody else. But Chris Paul is probably the greatest point guard of our last over the last decade.
Really? Okay. I'll go along with that. Who that means? Go ahead, Bishop.
I already gave you mine. I gave you Magic, I gave you Isaiah, and I gave you Stockton.
Go ahead, Bruce. Go ahead, Bruce. Come on.
I'll make this easy. I'm taking Magic and any of the rest of them, they in the same boat.
Okay, my turn.
All of them was good, but none of them was Magic. So
I gotta go with Magic with 5 rings. 5 rings.
yeah, you can't go.
Then I gotta go with Isaiah Thomas because he got 2. Then I gotta go with the Big O. Then I can bring LeBron James in.
Well, I definitely got to go with Magic and LeBron. That's my pick for them. Then I got to go with Isaiah. And I hear what Walt's saying about Chris Paul, but he ain't got no ring.
Yeah, but you said floor general. He ain't got no rings though. But he's probably the best.
I
He's
like
probably.
have rings.
I hear you. So then
Oscar Roberts was one of the
it
best
should
guys
be
out there.
it should be then who has the most rings of all these point
No,
guards.
I just like him to have at least one.
I hear you.
Chris Paul about
I
to
hear
leave. Gonna be one of the oldest floor generals there, and still ain't gonna have a ring.
Yeah, well,
And my thing is, besides Magic, Jason Kidd is probably my second favorite player, but I had to go with Isaiah because he beat all of them. So I had to put Isaiah. But I would go with Jason Kidd and Magic. Those would be my top 2.
I'll go with Magic, LeBron, and Isaiah Thomas. I got to go with the Zeke. I got to go with him, man.
There you go.
Yeah, but see, LeBron might be a floor general, but there's no way I'm picking LeBron over Jason Kidd, Oscar, none of them guys for my floor general. I mean, he can get the job done, but
He can't handle a rock like them, though.
That's what I'm saying. He ain't no legitimate point guard.
Right.
He can play the role. But there's nowhere in the world I'm picking LeBron to run my offense over none of them other guys. I put him in the group, but For point guard?
Point guard.
No. This big behind gonna be a power forward.
He goes to floor general, right?
You ever walk that stuff? He can't handle that ball. He can pass, but what he gonna do when he got the maneuver?
He's been doing it for years. He been doing it.
He get the job
He's
done.
been doing it.
What I'm saying,
But that's what we want. Get the job done.
Yeah, that's what I'm
You
saying.
ain't got to always be pretty.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. He's not flash.
Oh, is he better than Steve Nash?
Nope.
No,
not
no,
point. Ain't no way.
not for point. No.
Mm-mm.
You got greats up there. You got greats up there because Steve Nash is 2-time MVP. We didn't bring that up. But
That's right. Oscar Robertson was great.
Oscar Robertson.
Yeah.
Only one that don't belong up there is Rondo. Rondo should not be in that category with
Yeah,
that people
Rondo
on that
shouldn't
list.
be up there.
No,
He should not be up there.
no, I agree.
I mean, you looking it up there? Is that Mark Jackson? I can't see it.
And then
Yeah.
just for the sake of
Mark
But
ain't
Rondo
ever done
shouldn't be up
nothing.
there.
for the sake
Yeah,
of
Mark Jackson's good.
competition, Sue Bird shouldn't even be in there because she was more of a shooter. I know she was a point, but she shot so much. I mean, when she was with the with that team out there in Seattle, she did this.
Take Rondo out and put Bob Cousy in there.
All right, I can agree with that.
Everybody up there retired except LeBron, right?
Yeah.
What Kyrie Irving at?
You could put Kyrie too, yeah.
Yeah.
But that's ball handling. Listen, Bruce, you can put that list back up there 10 years from now and everybody up there be retired except for LeBron.
Yeah.
Henry, one has to go. One of these quarterbacks has to go. Which one? Do you
Wow.
Eli Manning.
No.
You beat Tom twice in the Super Bowl. How you gonna pick on him?
Because to me, all them quarterbacks that are up there are better than him.
I'm taking out Brett Favre.
That's a good answer.
No, Brett Favre was a
It's
go-getter.
either him or Drew Brees, and I'm thinking, well, Drew Brees does have a ring, right?
He got one.
Yeah, he got one.
And how many Brett's got?
One.
Did he have one? I thought Rodgers won that one.
Dan ain't got no ring.
Dan ain't got no ring.
Dan ain't got no ring, but he's a great quarterback.
He's a great
quarterback, yeah. I'm with Henry. I'm taking out Eli.
Yeah, you're right. Eli's the most unproductive one.
Yeah, well, he did the most damage to a team that was supposed to be a dynasty. They were a dynasty till Eli showed up.
Aaron Rodgers got.
Aaron Rodgers got one ring.
One.
Yeah, I'm getting rid of Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron Rodgers is gone.
Eli beat Tom twice, man.
Yeah.
And you gotta give him respect. Now, just for what he did.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. He did, but
Aaron home.
he's not the talent of any of those guys. If you're doing arm talent, all those, Aaron Rodgers is probably better than everyone up there. As far as accuracy and physical ability and all that. We ain't talking about who won, but we're talking about accuracy, arm talent, can make every throw. And when he first came in being athletic, he's probably better than all of them. And I tell you, Tom Brady won more, but he ain't as good as Montana. He definitely ain't as good as Peyton Manning, but he won more than all of them, but he ain't better than them.
Nope.
Brady?
Brady, yeah. No way. No, I didn't say winning.
Brady.
I ain't say winning. Oh, you think Brady is better than you think Brady is better than Marino? Brady's not a better quarterback than Marino.
Better than all of them.
Oh, okay.
He ain't better than Peyton. He'll tell you he ain't better than Peyton.
He ain't better than right. He'll tell you that he's not better than Peyton Manning.
He can tell you anything he wants. Michael Jordan said somebody else is better, but everybody else will beat him.
No, we know that, but no. I hear you. In my opinion.
Well, I'm picking none of them guys over Tom Brady, and they around here calling Brady to go.
Brady is the GOAT.
Elway had the biggest gun.
He got 7 rings. What do you mean? He ain't the best. He got 7 rings.
What does that mean? He had a great coach.
And he left and went to Tampa Bay.
He left and went to a super team. You talking about LeBron? You talking about LeBron leaving and go to a team? He left and went to a super team.
Yeah,
his team had all pros and all 3
sides of the ball.
I understand
on
that, but it's
all
too.
three phases.
How many teams got good
Yeah.
players and they said they can't win because they don't have a quarterback?
That's right.
How many teams
Yeah,
have
but
great
they had a
players
great
on both
quarterback.
sides of the
That's the
ball?
point. They had a great quarterback that went to a super team. Like LeBron, that's like LeBron leaving and going to the Celtics. Or like KD did. Like KD leaving and going to Golden State. That's what Tom Brady did.
Yeah.
Could Daniel Jones have won if they'd have put him there with Tampa?
No.
All right then.
But what I just said is I said they had a great quarterback that went to a super team.
Yeah, but
Don't
what
forget that part.
happened?
I didn't say he was a bum. I said they had a great quarterback that went to a super team. Like
but I'm
KD left and went to Golden State. Same thing.
I understand what you're saying, but I'm saying if they so super and it's got nothing to do with Tom Brady, why Daniel Jones can't win?
Because Daniel Jones ain't a great quarterback.
No.
Well, why? He ain't a great quarterback.
Wait a minute. What school did you go to? Cross? You went to Cross, right? What school you went to? Cross?
You went
Oh,
wow.
You cannot have it both ways, brother.
Yeah, they became a super team.
Hey, Walt, he went to the red and white. Don't worry.
That's my bad, though.
Right. They didn't become a super team till Brady got there.
That's right.
No, that's not true.
That's the way I see it.
Oh, I hear you. That's where you see it, but that's not the fact. Ant, where's Ant at? Ant helped them out.
What those guys out?
I'm glad I didn't start that tonight.
Hey, those guys went somewhere before Brady got there. They needed Brady more than Brady needed them.
Exactly.
Well, they needed somebody like Brady to get him over the hump, and they got him over too.
What's no super team? Brady got there.
But Brady
I like
Okay.
Brady, Pat Mahomes, and Joe Montana.
Okay.
I'm gonna change that a little bit. I'm gonna probably go Joe Montana, Pat Mahomes, Peyton Manning, then Tom Brady.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. All right, Don, we got to go one other time.
Oh, okay.
I can go 7 o'clock. I'm not
Okay.
sure.
Aaron Pryor.
Oh, Giant. Henry, what do you think about Aaron Pryor's career? And do you think Sugar Ray and Roberto Duran, like they're saying, try to duck this guy when he was in his prime? What do you think
I
about
don't
Aaron?
know what weight division were they all in the same weight division?
Didn't matter. Sugar Ray could make it, and so could Marvin Hagler. They did avoid this guy. I know for a fact. They avoided him.
Okay. Why can't
Aaron
My
Pryor
kind
was
of-
dangerous, man. He was dangerous, and he wasn't enough of a box office in order for them to take a chance to lose to him. You know what I mean? Sugar Ray, Marvin Hagler, Thomas Hearns, those were the names. This guy fight Anna Fermo, knows all those fights. He was just so
Unique.
vicious. He was vicious.
Well, you
He
know
was
what?
vicious, and nobody
Kendall,
wanted to mess with this
I
guy.
tend to think the promoters more or less made sure that they avoided him.
Yes.
Because I mean, they were thinking dollars and cents. They didn't want to see their money go out the window or somebody's vacuum go in their pocket. I don't know if he would beat Sugar Ray Leonard. I'm not sure if he would beat Hearns or Hagler. It would be a good fight, but I don't think he would beat him.
Yeah, like
Definitely a good fight. That's just my opinion.
They done lost. You know how much money they done lost by messing around with him and lose to Pryor?
Mm-hmm.
I put him in the same boat with Benitez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Wilfred Benitez was a bad boy, man.
Yep.
Believe it.
I'm gonna go with Kendall's on that for boxing. He knows more about it, but Marvin Hagler is one of my favorite boxers, man. I mean, I love Sugar Ray, but I still think he stole it. But Kendall explained that very, very good. I just watched the guy in MMA, Kendall, the other night, and they was talking about he was doing point, but in karate, and he was talking about how he could strike and not get hit, and I mean he wiped up the floor with this dude the other night, man. And I was remembering when you were talking about with the Golden Gloves, with boxing for points. And that's what Sugar Ray did to Marvin
Sugar Ray
Hagler.
did that to Hagler.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Exactly. Still, I thought Hagler should have won that fight, but
definitely. I sure should have won it because he was the champ.
He was the champ. You're supposed to knock the champ out.
Right. You got to take it from him. He didn't take it. That's my only thing with it. He never hurt him. He just Like you said, he outpointed them, but it wasn't the Olympics.
And sometimes it's the judges because
Yeah,
you have
exactly.
judges that are used to going point system.
Let me ask
Exactly.
you a question, Kendall. You would know this. Whatever happened to Pernell Whitaker?
Sweet Pea.
Sweet Pea,
Sweet Pea.
he's just, lost a few fights. I mean, he beat Chavez, he beat a bunch of players. He was a good fighter. I mean, we don't know what happened in his personal life. He just vanished from the scene,
That's what I'm saying. He just after the
Y'all know he passed
Chavez,
away,
I think the Chavez fight, that I didn't hear no more out of him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he from Norfolk, Virginia. He from my home down there. And
Yeah,
he passed
he was a good fighter.
Yeah, he was definitely a good fighter.
Yeah.
All right, man. We got to close the show, man. 7:02. Yeah. So
Sweet Pea.
we do Pastor Walt's anniversary again, man. It's a celebration coming up.
Now that's this Sunday, right?
Yeah, go ahead, Bishop. Talk about it.
Well, Basilea Outreach Ministries Incorporated is celebrating their monumental 10th year in celebration. And folks, to make you understand what that means, they started from the ground up. Nothing was handed to Dr. Walter Teague. Nobody passed the church to him. They're not in their 150th anniversary. He had to build it from the ground. The seed was planted, and 10 years later, look at God. But you can come this coming Sunday. Some old dude they're going to bring from Maryland that used to live in Connecticut. They're going to let him come in there and give a quick word. No, let me be serious about this. Just show up this Sunday because I promise you, God has a word for you. 60 Conley Parkway, Building 5B in the city of Hamden, Connecticut. You've had great words from Overseer McGee, from Apostle W.K. August, from Apostle J. Kelly Edge, and by God's grace, we're going to continue to move forward. But the main thing is come help this great outreach ministry, come celebrate what God has done. We look to see your face in the place. That's Basilea Outreach Ministry, 60 Conley Parkway, Building 5B in the city of Hamden, Connecticut. Service starts at 9:30 a.m. See you there.
Amen. All right. And we close on the prayer tonight.
Heavenly Father, in the name of Jesus, I thank you for Sports Talk. I thank you, Father, for what you're doing for us, Father, through us, to us. And I thank you, Father, for KMI TV, Father, in which we
Yeah.
are in the position to literally spread the gospel through sports, through television, through different aspects of communication. Father, I am just so grateful just to be a part of this organization. I'm just so grateful, Father, that you are blessing us to be a blessing to others. And in Jesus' name, amen. A little tired,
Hey,
gentlemen.
Yeah.
amen. Thank you very much for that, Doc.
Appreciate
You guys don't forget, man. Bishop Rich is preaching this Sunday, 9:30. If you're not otherwise engaged, come out.
Now I'm
We'll
gonna be
be
here
in the
this Sunday.
place.
Right.
to get KMI there, but I think you're pre-engaged with something else. It would be nice.
Is it on YouTube? Can I watch it on YouTube?
It'll be on Facebook Live, Basilea Outreach Ministry.
Facebook Live, okay.
Yep.
All right. Gentlemen, enjoy your day. Let me go see my altogether lovely. Start some trouble.
All right.
All right. Good night, everyone.
All right.
Go Chiefs.